Tomodachi Life, living the dream.
After months of Tomodachi Life fans offering up their souls for a Tomodachi Life sequel, Nintendo just casually announced in the new Nintendo Direct that Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream will be releasing next year. If you hear the name Tomodachi Life, your reaction will probably be either, what? Like the electronic pets from the 90s and the little plastic consoles? Or, I have been waiting my entire life for this relief, my blood sacrifice worked! For those who are not part of the generational movement that was Tomodachi Life, it's a life simulation game using Miis who can eat, sing, dance, dress up, build friendships, fall in love, have children, and various other shenanigans. Though Tomodachi Life isn't actually the first game in the series. The first game is Tomodachi Collection, a Japan exclusive for the DS in 2009. In this game, you have all your Miis on an island living in an apartment complex. You could personalize these Mii's looks, voices, and personalities. The more Miis you have, the more activities are unlocked. You maintain these Mii's happiness levels and relationships. Mii's can interact with each other, and there are certain personality types that go better together versus some that don't. Personalities are made up of several different aspects. If they're quick or slow physically, if you are direct or polite when speaking, if you are relaxed or serious in personality, if their expressions are varied or flat, or if they're overall quirky or normal. I guess, the two genders. Are you quirky or normal? This leads to 16 different personality types. These are based on the 16 personality types of Myers-Briggs, as well as the 4 humors of ancient Greece. The 4 humors are sanguine, phlegmatic, melancholic, and choleric. Their Tomodachi Life counterparts are outgoing, easygoing, independent, and confident. There's even a compatibility tester on the island to determine the level of chemistry between two islanders. This can be used to test both friendships and romantic relationships. But these relationships go even farther in Tomodachi Life, or in Japan, Tomodachi Collection New Life. It was released on the 3DS in 2013 and America in 2014. Many people didn't believe this franchise would ever leave Japan because it requires spoken dialogue through Miis, which would be hard to implement in other languages. But surprisingly, Tomodachi Life includes even more than just talking. This version included a variety of updates, including having a stage where your Miis can dance a choreographed song with lyrics that you can write yourself. I'm sure no one has abused this privilege.
Let's get ready to drop some curse words. Like shitty piss.
As you can see, this game includes robotic pronunciations of the letters you put in, which is very fun when you put it to a melody. In this game, Miis can be sweethearts, rivals, married, have children, and get divorced. Dang, okay. You can just watch your Miis fall in love, start a life together, and then divorce on a random Tuesday afternoon. These relationships are often a bit random, but they can occur when two Miis of opposite gender become good enough friends. From there, one of the Miis will ask the player if they can ask the other Mii out. The player can say yes or no, but the other Mii may still reject the confession. Or, even better, an uncertain amount of Miis can also ambush the confession and make their own confession to the Mii. The Mii themselves can choose to reject or accept any of the confessions. It can lead to a very funny soap opera-like scene. Unfortunately, same-sex marriage wasn't allowed in this game. However, after the release of Tomodachi Life, a game called Miitopia was released, which shared a very similar style and gameplay to Tomodachi Life, except it was an RPG in a fantasy setting. In this game, two people of the same gender can become soulmates. That also means this game was rated 18+ in Russia. Yes, this game should only be played by adults. Look at these adult graphics. I will not apologize, this is the best game in the series. Listen, the life simulator is fun and all, but Miitopia has all of that with a story and turn-based combat. I don't live for the drama, I live to slay enemies. But due to this game, it's very likely that Nintendo will include same-sex couples in the upcoming game. Though, I don't want to get any hopes up, but it is likely. Miitopia included a lot of new additions that we likely won't be seeing in the upcoming game, some being a class system and relationships leading to chemistry and combat, though these are RPG mechanics so they won't be returning for obvious reasons. But the class system is made up of jobs. These jobs include warrior, mage, cleric, thief, pop star, and chef. Unlockable jobs include cat, imp, scientist, tank, princess, flower, vampire, and elf. Yeah, I don't think some of those are jobs, but I will gladly work as an elf. In this game, there's no marriage or babies or little musical numbers, but I do hope that they keep the same-sex relationships in the gameplay, considering a large appeal of life simulation games is being able to explore whatever type of life they would like. The Sims included same-sex relationships in 1999, and Nintendo addressed the feedback of lacking these relationships after the release of Tomodachi Life by saying there would be same-sex relationships in the next game in the series, so let's hope they don't back down on that now. Overall, I think Tomodachi Life has done nothing but improve over the past iterations, and though Nintendo might be a little rigid with their games, the people working on Tomodachi Life seem to be open to updating and changing things. We can guess as much by the fact that we're getting a sequel like this. Tomodachi Life is definitely not a huge franchise or a large moneymaker for Nintendo, but fans adamantly wanted a sequel to this game. And we finally got one despite the original system the game was on being discontinued. I wasn't expecting a new version on a different console, yet here we are. Tomodachi Life is a series that has the ability and resources to take the best mechanics from its previous iterations and improve on what it already has. That's why I'm genuinely so excited to see where this is going. The recent Nintendo Direct didn't give us much in terms of larger scale franchises, and I think there's a big reason why. Editor's note here, I recorded this before the Switch 2 Nintendo Direct, and I just want to say I so called it. This section was me calling that there would be no new Legend of Zelda or mainline Mario game, so I called it. Oh, I didn't want to be right. But Tomodachi Life fans finally are getting fed, and it's absolutely beautiful, and I'm incredibly hopeful and excited for this new release. There are so many things to be excited for just from looking at the trailer alone. It looks like the developers have really focused on customization. There appears to be customizable makeup and hair with gradients and different colors, many different hairstyles and different clothing. The last game we got was on 3DS, something that was limited by storage. But now that Tomodachi Life is going to be on a household console, we're going to get a lot more space. It seems like they're going to use this space for customization and who knows what else. I'm also super stoked for customization because of the mechanics that we saw in play when Miitopia got ported over to the Switch. When Miitopia got ported over to the Switch, it had so much customization options. It was declared as makeup, and you could make almost anything you wanted to make in that game. The customization was absolutely crazy, and if they implement half of the things that they implemented in that game into this game, it will be thrilling. But I really do hope they take this chance to implement all of that and improve on it if they can. Honestly, I don't see a lot of room for improvement in this customization, but I really do hope it is there and that they don't downplay it. If anything, I think they should upplay it. One of the details they should definitely consider adding is letting the skin tone of your makeup match the skin tone of the whole body. In Miitopia, the skin tone of your hands and feet only matched what your Mii's original color was, which was disappointing for characters that wanted to be a completely separate color like red, green, purple, anything that's not a traditional skin color. I think this is a big move in the right direction and a sign that Nintendo is willing to listen to what the fans want occasionally. Nintendo's cozy games hit different, so I am very, very excited for this, and I may or may not sell my soul to get a Miitopia sequel. Please, please Nintendo, please, it would be so great, please! Okay, obviously I had to make a video on this one. As a big Nintendo fan, as a big cozy game fan, as a big fan of whatever the heck this thing is. This game is really right up my alley, and I'm so excited for its sequel. I'm so excited for it to be ported over to a household console and have more space, and I'm excited to see what the heck they do with it. If you know of any other games like this that I seem like I might enjoy, given the interest that I've just spelled out, please let me know. I'm always looking for something interesting to cover on the channel. Also, if this was interesting to you at all, maybe subscribe or check out my other stuff. I make a lot of really interesting videos. I made one on Animal Crossing Pocket Camp and kind of explaining my thoughts behind switching it over to a non-free-to-play app. To sum it all up, I'm glad that it's no longer a free-to-play game, but I am disappointed that they changed it after 7 years And if you want to know the details of those 7 years, feel free to check it out. I also talk about capitalism in cozy games, or cleaning games and how those are cozy, and plenty of other things. I'm also super into story games and visual novels. But thanks for watching. I am so excited for this game to come out, so maybe when the game comes out, give my channel a visit and see what I think. Also, I'm so serious, if anyone wants a video on Miitopia, I'll be there in a heartbeat. Love that game.